Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to an all new Geek World Order video. Randy here, and today we are in the car. I actually had to take some time to wait for daylight to come out before I can even shoot this intro. I left the house just before 6 a.m. and it's time for us to travel to DragonCon. We're making the trek to Atlanta. It's travel day, and it's time to drive. We're going to put in some miles today. I've already driven from Palm Bay to Daytona Beach because y'all know where the first stop on the DragonCon road trip goes. And yes, folks, we are at the hallowed grounds. Yeah, that's right. We're here. We're at Buc-ee's. So it's time. Time to go inside and load up for our travels. I need snacks and drinks and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Let's head on into Buc-ee's. All right, made it to the Georgia Welcome Center. So about 4 hours into our trip already. About another 3.5, 4 hours to go. We're kind of at the halfway point. But probably gonna take a little bit longer because I know I've got to stop at a Walmart somewhere. And then at some point I gotta stop and eat food, have lunch. But yeah, I'm stopping here at the center. Just, it's a good stopping point. I need to stretch my back out a little bit, get up, walk around a bit. But yeah, made it to Georgia, halfway through, trying to get there, making good time. So I'm happy with the progress, but I'll hang out here for a little bit because I got to do some things. I got to change out my my Dexcom, my continuous glucose monitor. So I got to change that out. I got to stretch. So I'm gonna hang out here for a few minutes and take a nice little break. Nothing like making a Walmart run and finding stuff that has literally been on the shelves for years. Ooh. Good job, Walmart. Yeah. Good, yay, old trends and movie stuff that's probably never gonna sell. Nothing like a good old nothing like a good old disappointing Walmart run. Thursday, and the offerings have already begun. Hello and welcome to an all-new Geek World Order video. Randy here, and yes, it is that time again. It is time. We're in Atlanta for DragonCon, the weekend-long geek celebration, party, debauchery, whatever you want to call it. It's here. It's time. Oh man, I am so looking forward to this weekend already. It's been a long wait since last year. So many crazy things happened, but I am ready for a new era of DragonCon. So let's do it. Let's have some fun. I've got the badge. We're ready. Let's get this show on the road. Oh yeah, this is cool, man. Whole animatronic dragon head, man. They are really getting these displays set up this year. All right, this guy is freaking cool.
Going down.
so we're here at DragonCon. We're going through the ribbon trading bonanza. So I definitely collect, and I get a lot of them. But yeah. Oh yeah, I got like a whole big old stack of them and all sorts of fandoms. Yes, that says Cult of the Ass Ribbon. There's a story behind that one. Like literally the people that run a lot of the ribbon stuff, the Loyal Order of the Ribbon, they had one of their panels last year. Like you can literally make ribbons for anything, reference anything. And literally, the guy wrote ribbon on his butt. And yeah, and the guy actually made a ribbon of it this year, so. All sorts of crazy cultural things and panels, anything at DragonCon can become a ribbon. Believe me, there's so many funny references. And yeah, there's going to be a number of these meetups throughout the weekend, so I am definitely going to hit up a few more because I actually make a wall hanging out of these at the end of the year with my badge. It's great. Alright guys, this is Steve, and he's the guy behind the Cult of the Ass Ribbon. So, tell me the story, Steve.
Alright, so last year's my first con here in Atlanta at DragonCon. So at which point we did one of the late pop-up ones late in the week. So at which point from there we went ahead and I was grabbing stuff out of my backpack that I'm currently wearing. And my friends are going, Steve, Steve, Steve. And I'm like, what? I'm grabbing something out of my bag. And they're like, don't move. And I'm like, okay. So I grab stuff out of my bag. I stand up and they're like, Holly, a friend of mine who's walking around trading ribbons right now, goes, hey, you should write ribbon on his ass. Now, prior to that, I found out that the Queen was taking a picture of my hind parts, which is why they told me, don't move. So after Holly goes, you should write ribbon on his ass, the Queen goes, does anybody have a Sharpie? And I was like, I got one, I have to have one for work. So at which point, I got no problem with that. And she goes, you don't have any problem with me writing on your clothing? I said, no, self-deprecation is my specialty. So at which point I went ahead and bent my neck over. And she wrote ribbon on my ass. And that's how the story of the Cult of the Silver Ass Ribbon came to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so let's look through a little bit of the first haul here. We got a Totodile, nice little Deadpool reference, Firefly, got the Cult of the... Never tell me the odds. Even Invader Zim! So yeah, there's so many of these things and they stick together really easily. But yeah, I will definitely organize these later. So other things you'll find around DragonCon are these little swag bags. People put just stuff, they leave little, it's like a little treasure hunt basically. So when you find swag, totally feel free to take it like this. So this one, rubber ducks, kind of like the Jeep things, but you'll see a lot of rubber ducks at DragonCon. So that's a thing there. So yeah, so right as I was done with the ribbon haul, I found some dragon swag. So that is cool, man. Having a good weekend here at DragonCon, so all sorts of cool stuff happening here. And it's time to leave the room once more, go do some more exploring around DragonCon. Next up for me personally is a visit with the blood bank. They've got Life South here. Every year they do a big blood drive. So I booked an appointment for it. It's the easiest way to get in, otherwise that line does tend to get rather lengthy, so be warned if you want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna head down. Luckily it's in the same hotel I'm at. I'm staying at the Hyatt. It's on like one of the very bottom floors, so I'm about to grab an elevator here and get down to the bottom floor. And here we go. Alright, we're in the DragonCon blood drive. Just sitting in the chair, chilling. It's gonna take a few minutes, so we're here, made it through the line. There was like no line this morning, so ended up getting like at the right time, so that's how I'm starting my Friday off at DragonCon. Let's go. Alright, so right now we're walking through the Peachtree Center. Kind of a big hub center in Atlanta. They got dining options, a whole lot of fast food options, quick service food, crazy lines because, you know, convention weekend, but also very conveniently there's a CVS right next to it, which is good because I always forget things, right? Hopefully I can find just a straight USB cable because I don't have the one that's just USB to USB, and I need to charge my battery pack so that I'm not going up to the room all the time to charge my cell phone. So yeah, I'm gonna walk into CVS and see what I can find here, because of course you gotta forget at least one cable, right? Alright, we are walking through the lobby of the Hyatt. This is one of the main hotels here at DragonCon. A lot of activity going on here, especially once you get into the night hours, everyone partying. A lot of costumes, a lot of great opportunities to get photos, things like that. The Marriott will be another heavy area, and the Marriott is the party place. So,
well,
like, it looks pretty heavy with traffic over here, but oh, the Marriott is going to be 1,000 times worse. So, it's gonna be a law. So yeah, so now we get to the DragonCon nightlife, and it's gonna be a long night.
We ain't found shit. Keep firing.
How many assholes we got on the ship anyhow?
Me, sir.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yes, you are, sir.
Alright, we're out here at the DragonCon parade. Got a bunch of G.I. Joe and Cobras over here. All sorts of vehicles. Getting the vehicle stagings ready to begin. And we got the Cobra Rattler Jeep. Let's look at this thing right here.
I think he's the dad, he's speaking to the mama is. So where's the mama?
Hey Randy, how we doing?
Good. The good dog, Dad.
Yes, I'm here.
Cobras. I don't know, these guys look kind of suspicious. Especially this one.
How much do you want to get paid this month? Guess who controls that?
Money talks.
Yes,
I thought he was the one that controlled the finances.
we both do. You know this. You know this.
Should we part the seats just so we can let the rattler come forward?
back. Your girlfriend got your butt. Hey, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got ballet hands open. I like them round and big, and when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal. Now here's my scandal. I wanna get you home.
Alright, so I had to find a quiet place to record this part, but it's Saturday, been chilling out, had a good day. So the parade went really great. It was cool. Marched with the Joe group. We had legendary comic writer Larry Hama sitting with us. He was being rode around in the Rattler themed Jeep. So great thing. And I think I actually figured out how to make it so that I don't like get and kill myself with a blister, and because of my boots. Yeah, I actually upgraded to new boots this year, did a couple of tricks I found online, and so far I don't have a blister. And honestly, today is the biggest busy day of the con. I also had the Disney photo shoot. I pulled out Megavolt for a little bit there, and oh, that was brutal. It was super hot. I have actually taken 2 showers today. I had to take one after the parade, and I just took one after the photo shoot. So I'm just kind of chilling around the room, seeing how things are going. I might head down later, start doing some photography, head down, because I'm sure there's plenty of people down at the lobby of the Hyatt and the Marriott. Those are probably my favorite places to take photos, because you can just kind of make laps around the huge lobbies, and they are very easy to get a lot of photos. I mean, I can probably get a good 15, 20, 30 photos each time I take a lap around either of those lobbies fairly easily. That's probably what I'll do here later. And then tomorrow is the G.I. Joe photo shoot. We're hoping to have Larry Hama out at that. That'll be an interesting one. But I've got a second shooter for that. I've actually taken over that shoot from the previous coordinator, so this will actually be my first time coordinating one of these photo shoots. So that would actually be cool if we were able to have Larry Hama show up. So hopefully we can get that arranged, and hopefully the shoot actually goes good tomorrow. I've kind of got a basic set list in mind. And we do a lot of the same stuff every year anyway, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. And man, these outdoor photo shoots are brutal. The Joe one's usually not that bad because it's 11 a.m. on Sunday, so haven't really got to the super hot part of the day yet. But man, the Disney shoot outside, and probably in the stairs that are in the most direct sunlight, it's brutal. Like, I was able to get some individual photos, and I don't know, I did not make it all the way. I had to bail. It was just too hot. It was way too hot for the costume I brought, so I'll figure out, if I do that shoot again, I'll figure out something better. So I don't know, I'll figure out for next year, or maybe I'll just try doing different photo shoots next year. But overall, it's been a good Saturday so far, and just trying to keep up. But hopefully some things will start happening. And yeah, didn't do a lot of videoing today just because things have been super crazy. It's Saturday at DragonCon. Things are always super hectic, so hopefully get some good stuff later tonight, and then do some more things tomorrow. All right, here's the view from the Hyatt. I'm at the second floor here, just taking a look down at the crowds. And the Hyatt's kind of one of the quieter hotels. The Marriott is the loud party one. There's not And Marriott always has like crazy loud music playing. This one, not so bad. This one pretty chill, so good opportunities here. And also on the second floor of the Hyatt here is what's called Con Suite. Basically, I think they open on like, it's either Thursday or Friday afternoon, and outside of like a couple of an hour or two here and there where they have to clean stuff, basically it's 24/7 area. There's like snacks and drinks, and you just go in and out as you please. So if you need like a little quick pick-me-up, a little snack, piece of candy, something like that, go to Con Suite. It's one of the advantages here of staying at the Hyatt is you have access. I mean, if you go in DragonCon, you have access to Con Suite at pretty much at any point. But yeah, so one of the nice little benefits of staying at the Hyatt is Con Suite. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do fucking shit. All right, sitting outside the steps of the Hilton here, and it's hot even in a shaded area like this, man. But did the G.I. Joe photo shoot. You know, of course, sitting here is shipwreck, sweating like crazy. I'm totally gonna go take a shower now. But this was actually my first year running the G.I. Joe shoot. I've been at this shoot every year I've been at DragonCon, but the previous coordinator, Maggie, she decided she was going to do some other things, so it created an opportunity. So I said, hey, I'll take over the shoot. And overall, it was a great time. We had a really good turnout this year, good crowd, a lot of great costumes, so I definitely got a lot of photo editing work to do. But it was cool, man. I think we did a good job. I kind of half knew what to expect, half didn't know what to expect, because sometimes, you know, hey, who's gonna show up and what? But it was cool, man. Like, we even had Larry Hama as a guest at the shoot. Of course, if you don't know, Larry Hama is one of the most prolific writers on G.I. Joe, did a lot of the writing for the original comic run. He also wrote the file cards for the toys, so he is very versed, you know, he is very heavily involved in G.I. Joe and the mythos. But it went well. Shoot went well. Things went great. I am very happy. So I am very tired. So I'm gonna go take a shower and relax before I hit up more stuff at the con today. All right. So we are here at the Hyatt, and they are doing the ribbon dropping. You know, there's definitely one that's like up on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think around the 8th floor they're dropping that from. Go. Alright guys, so we made it back to the Florida border. We're at the Welcome Center. Had to stop and take a little break here to drive. But overall, good weekend at DragonCon. So I will say that. It was a great weekend. Fantastic weekend. Had so much fun. But I'm definitely tired and ready to get back home. I got about another 4 hours of drive to go, but I think that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for following along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following the journey here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things, and I'll see you in the next one.